Hey, this is a public service announcement for all you small business owners out there regarding COVID-19, economic injury, disaster, loans, and such. About a month ago, on April 3rd, you can actually see that at the bottom of this, if I was showing the whole page of this application number acknowledgement, that I applied for the COVID-19 economic injury disaster loan. Now that included the possibility of applying for an up to $10,000 grant, up front, in advance on that loan. Well, after, it's nearly a month, it's the 30th of April, and, my brother and I have applied, and several other small business owners. I know a lot of small business owners. We've all applied. We haven't received any response. Nothing's come into our email and everything else. So finally, I called the number that's written on the letter there, 800-659-2955, and they answered the phone. And then just tell the guy you want to talk about COVID, economic injury disaster loan applications relative to COVID-19, and they'll forward you. Don't explain yourself to the first guy up front, because he's got no idea what's going on. So don't worry about him. Anyway, and what I found out was that none of these have been processed. None of these small business loan applications have been processed. None of the PPP, the payroll protection stuff, has been processed either. It's just not happening. And, what's going on is they are going to get processed. But it could be, a month, it could be 2 months, and so on and so forth. Also, that up to $10,000, the way that actually works, there's no information given on the applications page, is that it's $1,000 per employee to a maximum of $10,000. So if you have 5 employees, you get $5,000. Now, if you were a small business that had been shut down for a month, as of April 3rd, and you had 5 employees, $5,000 isn't going to help you now, because now you're 2 months out on their payroll. So they've probably been on unemployment for at least a month, and it's certainly not going to help you a month from now. I mean, most small businesses that size are going to have to close up. You just, $1,000 isn't going to help you. It's especially not going to help you a month from now. Payroll protection loan isn't going to help you a month from now, because your employees, they're scattered into the wind. They've gone to work for other people. The interesting thing about this is, let's say today my application was getting processed, okay? Well, if Nancy Pelosi had decided not to take 4 weeks of the last 2 months off, that would mean that my loan application would have gotten processed a month ago. Or it would be getting processed today instead of a month from now. But instead, she was home, eating chocolate and $13 for a 4-ounce tub ice cream at home, because she's worth $180 million and doesn't really care about us small business people. I got a friend who owns a music store in Chicago. He's got 8 employees, and he's giving notice to his landlord tomorrow to use his last month's rent. He's packing everything up, putting everything into storage, and letting everybody go. Because it doesn't matter if the SBA or Congress gets around to us 2 months from now. My shop is a machine shop. I didn't have to close up really, but all my customers did. So they weren't sending me work, because their engineering and such departments weren't open. So just so you know, the government is not saving us on this. So, you got 2 choices. You can either go back to work right now, which probably won't be possible if your customers aren't going to come in, or let everybody go, because SBA is not getting it done. I just thought I'd let everybody know that if you're depending upon this, and then the government talks about, $80 million or 80 million citizens have gotten their stimulus checks. Well, that leaves 240 million to go. So if it's taken a month for them to get out 80 million, it's going to take them another 3 months to get the other 240 million out. So anyway, I know that's not good news, but everybody needs to know the way it really is.